So now, but my thing is this. A girl like Styles, you know the deal. Styles make fights. So you put her with Holly Holm again, I'm really worried for her. I'm just worried for her because the way she can move and step in with those elbows and she's out. She's up. She's like really got the footwork in and out, dashing in and out like fucking Achilles. Amanda's more of a brooding, hits like a truck. Yeah. But with that type of thing, a clinch is it's almost inevitable.
Well, it's going to come down to, obviously comes down to the takedown defense. But Amanda is a young, she can hit, man.
She could definitely hit. But I mean, Ronda, all but one person was she ever able not to take down, you know, and get a hold of. And that was Holly Holm. And Holly Holm moves.
But I mean, I think just the fact of Nunes seeing that gives her hope that she could do the same thing.
But could she move like that? That's not the way she fights.
But I tell you what, she hits her. She's, you know, that's a tough fight to come back from getting hit like that.
But Ronda could also look at, if she's studying tape, she could look at her fight with Kat Zingano. Yeah. And I bring up Kat a lot. I think Kat's got a lot of heart. And that fight was almost, I'm like, yo, this is almost brutal to watch in the beginning because Amanda was beating the shit out of her. I mean, she was all over her. Where it's like, oh man, I remember being a fan of Kat, going, oh man, I think that they might, I don't know how long this is going to go.
I think that's the fight.
She weathered it.
Yeah.
And even Ronda, I'm sorry, only because you know I got ADD. Ronda, knowing that if worse comes to worse, she weathers stuff. Amanda's been known to gas out.
Right,
that gives people confidence. You know that.
But can she weather that storm?
That's the big question.
Coming off a bad knockout like that.
I want to ask Amanda that, you know, people, you know, they question because, listen, if you ever get tired, people are going to question your gas tank.
Look, there's a lot of unanswered questions, but look, can Ronda win that fight? Yeah, 100%. Of course she could submit her. But, you know, we got to, this is a tough one, man, because we didn't really see much of her for a year. We don't really know where she's at mentally. And that to me is the, you know, even the fact that, you know, Stephanie McMahon, you always have a place in the WWE. She has options, you know.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah, she has options. So it's not like she's fighting desperate anymore. You know what I mean? Or she wants to climb up the ladder. She's got a lot of options. And I think, like, again, I said this the other day, at that level, you're either all in or all out. And if she's not all in, she's not going to win that fight.
I mean, and especially after seeing what she did to Miesha Tate, who's very tough and durable and
smart.
Yeah, and smart. Yeah, and smart. I mean, look how she fought Holly. She fought like
and she stayed. You know,
I was watching that the other day, and Holly was doing excellent in that fight too.
Unbelievable.
It is amazing how just the.
But she never lost sight of what she needed to
Miesha,
do. She could have got discouraged in the first round.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, or the second round, or the third round, or the fourth, but she didn't. So she's a gamer.
No, listen, she does. I am interested to see her game plan. I want to see what strategy she's going to use. Is she just going out to hurt her and allowing Ronda to get that clinch early, possibly? Is she going to try to stay away, which is not her style? What I should have asked her more a little bit, I forgot just now, is about the conditioning. Is that people do question it. And I just thought of that now. What am I going to do? See? Well, that ship has sailed. But, right, Chris, the producer?
Yeah.
You always think of something afterwards.
I can't see this fight going past the third round.
No?
No.
I mean, I think it's going to be quick and violent. And, Ronda, is she getting the proper sparring in now? Is she?
Let's just say that there's a lot of things we just don't know.
There's a lot of factors, man. But if you look at her before that one fight, everybody's like, "Oh, we figured her out now." What Holly Holm did is not something easy. I think she fought those same girls, and they tried to fight her the way Holly fought her. I don't think they're doing it. I don't think they're able to do it.
One of my biggest pet peeves, man. As soon as somebody loses that hasn't lost, everybody comes at him.
Oh yeah, look, he's not that good. She's not that good.
Yeah, look at that. You know, it's really bullshit, man. They got to where they got to for a reason. Yeah. But people really want to just knock you down for whatever reason. I never could figure that out.
I know what it is. I just think that a lot of people are miserable, and because a lot of people aren't like that. We're not like that. Other people that are secure with themselves and not haters are like that. But people that are kind of upset in their own lives, and they look at somebody that gets success and then more success and more success. Now they're bigger than life. They're living the dream. Oh, look, see, they're not that good. Look, they fell. That's what it is.
But you know,
and that's a shitty way to be.
I think the only thing that concerns me is that Amanda Nunes has one thing to focus on. It's this fight. The other, is her mother still mad at Edmund? Is that drama going on?
I think
she's getting movie scripts sent to her.
There's always going to be drama. I think she knows that.
Was she able to put all of that aside and focus on the training? That's the key to me.
Well, the thing is this: she didn't jump back too soon. I mean, she took time off. I mean, and then she's coming back now. If she's not, I mean, she's got to be coming back for a reason. Is it just the money? I doubt it. She can make money elsewhere.
But I tell you, again, as a champion, though, you lose. You would think, I want to get back in there as quick as possible. Give me a fight with Holly Holm again, like what McGregor did with Diaz. Let me get in there, bring him back, and he got submitted and beat up a little bit, but he still had the balls to say, "Give me that fight right away." He wanted to prove
that was ballsy.
That was ballsy, man. So that guy deserves everything he gets because. I mean, he really walks the walk. He talks the talk, walks the walk.
Yeah. In fairness,
that's what I.
How many? I'm sorry, but in fairness, how many years was she going from just selling fights then to the and her own side stuff too? Obviously, the movies.
Well, it looks like one adjustment she made. She's not, spreading herself too thin with the media obligation. So I think that's
we know that
that's actually a good sign.
She's not getting on here, but she's not going on a lot of places, which we understand. No,
I think I do respect that because that's probably the first thing everybody said to her. Look, they run you all over the place, and it finally caught up to you. So let's see what happens if she had the proper training camp. Her mind's right. She cut out most of this stuff. She's able to focus. I'm psyched for the fight. I think it's going to be great.
When I saw Edmund, he said that she's looking phenomenal. A lot of people have beef with Edmund. I get along with that guy. Edmund, I get along with that guy when I see him.
He's always been nice when I see him.
Always a nice guy when I see him, and he's always just very, soft-spoken. I think guys get very passionate about their fighters. We're like that. Yeah. And he's one of those guys where he gets very passionate. I remember I heard some stuff from his corner, like, oh, look at that. And it wasn't bad. I don't know why a lot of people shit on him.
No, once they get on something, man, they don't.
They don't let it go.
They're relentless.
Well, and isn't it also? It's difficult. Like somebody like Ronda that won so many fights in a row. She looks so dominant. It almost takes a loss sometimes to realize, oh, maybe we're not preparing the right way. But
plus, I think
to make a change.
You had her mother really bashing the guy, so then you start thinking of that. Maybe there's something there. So you start looking a little more into it than you would have.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, she's been with this guy and when she's smashing people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
well, you know how that goes.
I didn't leave you when I got back fisted.
That's
look at us now. UFC Unfiltered. Listen, Chris the producer, I know what I'm doing Friday night.
Oh, me too, man.
I'm watching Rousey versus Nunes and the whole card, Dominic Cruz fighting Cody, and Cody again. And what about TJ Dillashaw versus John Lineker?
That's
John Lineker. Nobody's talking about that. TJ's coming on tomorrow?
Yes.
On Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Are you familiar with John Lineker?
Of course.
Yeah. What do you think of that fight? You think he's going to be able to get in there and drop those fucking hooks?
No.
He's going to be hard. He's not going to touch him?
I think TJ's going to be
all over
the place, and he's a little too savvy.
He just beat the guy that
nobody's punch proof, and this kid can hit.
And he beat and listen, I know styles make fights, but he just beat the guy that did beat TJ. That could be a mental thing right there. He beat Dodson. Dodson stopped TJ.
Yeah.
And that was his last loss. But that's not his last loss, but that was his only stoppage of him getting stopped.
TJ,
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Besides
his
long
loss time ago, though. But.
Long time ago, but that's got to give Lineker some.
Yeah,
that doesn't hurt his ego. You know what I mean? He's a fun guy to watch.
Oh no,
listen, there's not enough I could say about this. This is going to be a great card. The UFC Fight Pass prelims start at 7:30 p.m. The Fox Sports 1 prelims 8:00 p.m. Eastern time, and the Money pay-per-view.
And again, once again, if I'm totally bored,
is she gonna take
if I'm totally bored and I have nothing to do, what's your address again?
I'll talk to you later on. I'll text it to you.